Brought to you by paid sponsorship for the Humblewood campaign setting. Keevil.
What?
You ever heard of a compliment sandwich?
You're up to something.
No, I'm not.
Whatever it is that you're trying to get me to do, I won't.
No, man, don't be crazy. I'm just trying to give my big brother a tip. You can tell people, give people constructive criticism, and you nest it in the middle. You go like a nice thing, and then you say the mean thing you want to say, and then you just have to say another nice thing. And then they've forget about all the mean. They just forgive you instantly. It's crazy. Watch. Here, I'll show you. Hey, Altruicious.
Greetings!
Looking good, big guy.
Well,
You smell like a hot sack of shit.
what?
Cool tats, man.
Oh, thank you.
See? Everybody loves a compliment. You should give it a try.
I don't believe you.
You shouldn't. Altruicious is gonna fucking destroy you, and I'm gonna laugh. What do you mean?
I know what you're doing.
Come on, man. Be cool. Try it. Are you scared of Altruicious?
Fine. I'll do it. Show me again, and I'll try.
Okay. All right. Sure. I understand. Let me do a little more basic one. It still works. It's called the put down, put up. Hey, Al. You don't need to wear that belt everywhere. All right? No one's scared of you anyway, with your blank eyes and your fucking rotten melon muscles. They look old and weird. Oh my god. I think he's still wrestling my corpse. This isn't my clone room. Whatever. Let's talk about Gift of Gab. Ooh. It's a spell created by James Darkmagic of Acq and the New Hampshire Darkmagics. Before we go on, I have done a little freelance for Acq, so I've received money from them. But not in a few years and not for this. Okay, so the spell. Essentially, you can replace whatever you said in the last 6 seconds with whatever you say is the verbal component of the spell. You can do it to as many targets as you want that are within 5 feet of you. Now, what's interesting is Gift of Gab has no save, and it's not a charm spell. It just happens. Unfortunately, 6 seconds and 5 feet is hardly enough to undo most verbal fuck-ups unless they're planned, which isn't really a fuck-up. Also, it's worth mentioning that when you cast it, you pay royalty fees. 2 gold coins to Acq or Jim himself, I'm not really sure. The spell is generally framed as something to use to backpedal, but I think it's actually a more useful spell in games where you're dealing with different factions and you want the appearance of playing open cards, but actually need to hold back information from certain people. If you start thinking about it, there are tons of neat little uses for the spell, and the fact that there's no fail condition except maybe dispel magic at the moment of casting or silence just before it's cast means that it's way less dice dependent than most information distortion spells. I gotta say, I have a lot of questions about the spell though. Primarily, how does the target perceive the passage of time and the order of operations in a conversation? Take Altruicious, for example. How does he remember that first interaction? Does he feel like he misheard me and then I corrected him and then he just buys it? Or does he think I said the second thing first and then was silent, or said the second thing twice? I don't know. There's lots of weird edge case questions that immediately leap out, but all in all, I think it's one of the more reliable and interesting information distortion spells out there. Alright, thanks for watching this animated spellbook. Brought to you by paid sponsorship from Hitpoint Press's Humblewood campaign setting. It's a rad setting with bird people, new monsters, new stories, items, and even a few free adventures to check out: The Wake Room's Fury and The Descent into the Dark. Links in the description, and I'll see you soon.